I was working at a gas station and there was this assistant manager, and she was a lesbian, so I thought she would be pretty cool, but she turned out to be a bitchy little twit. I came in from a smoke break one day and she said, "Oh, that was a long break. You know you're only allowed 5 minutes, right?" To which I replied, "5 minutes is a joke. And since it took almost 4 hours for me to get that break, you're lucky I didn't take 20. The longer it takes to get my break, the longer the break that I shall take. That's just my rule." She reported me to the manager, and the manager told her, "Look, he gets 10-minute breaks. He's one of the best workers I've ever had." This place was always short on kitchen staff, and I never applied to work in the kitchen. But one day, this assistant manager asked a 63-year-old woman if she would train me on how to make sub sandwiches in the kitchen. Well, this older woman was a cashier too, and she didn't work in the kitchen either, so it was like the blind leading the blind. So when the older woman didn't know how to teach me how to do these certain things, I noticed that this assistant manager was becoming more and more impatient with her, to the point where she actually started talking shit to this poor old woman, and she literally had her breaking down in tears. So I asked the older lady, "Why don't you call HR? Why are you putting up with this? You don't have to deal with this kind of shit at work." The lady said, "Look, I don't want to make waves. I've been here a long time and I don't want to lose my job." And I said, "Don't worry about it. I've got your back." So I contacted HR myself, and I told them, "If you don't do something about this bitch, I will. Because nobody's ever going to bully a coworker in my presence, ever again. And if she does, she's going to get a piece of my mind, and she won't like it, and neither will you." A few days later, that assistant manager was fired, and she came into the store furious, cussing at me, and she threw a tire gauge at me and knocked over a garbage can. And she said, "You'll get what's coming to you. Life's a bitch." And I said, "Oh yeah? Well, so are you."